I'm not the once upon a time, me, I tell a different story. Not the same glitter in my eyes like the fairy tales they told me. I had to see some things that I wish the world didn't show me.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Sacred Tarot by Nicole. Thank you so much for stopping by. So today we have a pick a card reading for who is thinking about you. Now these videos are quite popular, so I do want to stick on this path and the theme of who's thinking about you, who has a crush on you, love too, like manifestation. Now I know that doesn't cater to all of my subscribers, but I definitely want to mix it up once in a while. I will have other pick a card readings. Like I really like the spirit animal readings. I really like, predictions for the year ahead readings as well. But this is going to be one of my main themes. I also want to mention I am going to take probably 2 weeks off just to really get some good videos together. I feel like my content, I really want good content coming out, so I really want to focus on that. I'm also developing a tarot course, and I'm going to be building my website, like a proper website. I've been using a Facebook page for a long time for my private readings, and I don't update it enough, and I want to build an actual website. I want to build a tarot course. I've actually built a tarot course recently for a friend, and it's working really well, so I now want to get that all online. So I'm going to be taking 2 weeks off, so you won't have any videos from me for the next 2 weeks. I'm sorry about that. This is something that I have to do, otherwise I'm just going to burn out, and I want to be able to be present for you, making sure that I'm giving quality readings. All right, thank you so much. So if you are not familiar with my pick a card readings, or if you're new to my channel, this is how this works. So you pick the pile that you are most drawn to. I've also placed crystals on top of the piles just in case you're more drawn to the crystals than the pile. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. So the crystal that's on pile number 1, we have a tourmalated clear quartz. So you see that it has like black flecks running through there. So that's the tourmalated clear quartz. We have malachite on pile number 2. Pile number 3, we have lapis lazuli. And pile number 4, we have tiger's eye. I'm also going to include a destiny dice or astro dice to see what star sign this person is that could be thinking of you. If you are ready, you can scroll down to the timestamp either in the comment box or the description box to find out what pile is being read at what time. I also do recommend meditating on the piles, maybe for a couple seconds, to really get a good idea of what pile you're really drawn to. And in the beginning of the film, just after my intro, I did post a good photo, if you need to go back to that, for what pile, and then you get a good close-up of the crystals and the piles. All right, thank you, and let's begin to see who is thinking about you. All right, here we have a pile number 1. If you chose pile number 1, here is your reading. All right, so we have the Justice card. This is an interesting card because what I can feel from this person, they're either very fact-driven or really think logically a lot of the time. They don't show their emotions a lot, which can be tricky if it's someone that you want to get into a relationship with. So this person that's thinking about you, they could have issues with not being emotionally available. So they could seem very emotionally distant, but they are really thinking of you. They're thinking of you in a way where they possibly want to date you or see where things progress. They could also be in the legal world, like a lawyer, legal aid, some kind of job where they have to deal with the law. It could be a police officer too. And that's just the job situation, like the career. I don't normally pinpoint careers or jobs, but this person seems like or maybe an authoritative figure. Could be a teacher as well. They balance the kind of the wrongs and the rights of the world somehow. They are quite competitive. So you got the 5 of Wands here. So I just want to show that card too. So that's the Justice card. And then so we have the 5 of Wands, very competitive. They're in a very competitive surrounding market that they're in. So right away that screams out police officer, they're maybe trying to go and get into the academy. They're very lucky, however. The 9 of Cups represents someone that's very lucky. They have luck and timing on their side. Whatever they wish, they're really good at manifestation. They have this natural way of being able to, it's like they don't even know they have it either, because they're very logical, they're very fact-driven, but somehow they've figured out how to manifest properly. Down to life, do something to change your energy. So I just wanted to pull one of my oracle cards with each of the piles. And the oracle is saying dance with light, something to change your energy. So they're really good at picking up on energies and picking up on like things that are just not working for them. And this person is someone I would highly recommend dating because they have that ability to, you know, bring really good things to them. And if they're trying to bring you into their life, that means you're a good thing. You're a good catch. So this person, but they're very, very logical, and they think about things. They don't really pursue things always with their heart. They like to maintain their balance with their higher power. And they just seem like they're just very like together. They're very, this person just seems like they have a lot figured out, but they're now wanting to find maybe the love of their life, and they're thinking about you maybe in that capacity. All right, let's see what star sign they could be. All right, so we have Capricorn. So Capricorn, interestingly, they're very logical, fact-driven, very hard workers, have really high standards. So if they're thinking about you, that person, they have high standards. So that means like you're up there. You're someone that they're thinking about because you also hold a high standard for yourself. Now, I think in the past though, there could have been some conflict with this person. There could have been, and I want to say this could be, the Capricorn could be their rising sign. It could be their sun sign, their moon sign, or it could be just that they have traits of a Capricorn. And the conflict, I feel like there's just something there that maybe you didn't really jive with this person when you first met them, but now there's just like this tension that's built up, even like sexual tension could have built up with it. And when you think about this person, they might have really good luck. Maybe they came from a place of lack for a long time ago, where they had to really develop more positive, healthy ways of manifesting. All right, that's all I have for you, pile number one. Thank you so much for following along, and hopefully that gives you an idea of who is thinking about you. Now, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Hello, pile number two. Thank you so much for joining me. So what I have right away for you, pile number two, we have the Death card. Now, the Death card is not a bad card. Don't worry. It can be alarming for some. It also represents end of the old, beginning of the new. So it's taking away old maybe patterns of thinking, patterns, like ways of doing things, and it's bringing in a new way. Now, this person I feel that is thinking about you has gone through a huge transformation. Now, with the Seven of Swords coming up like that, it was someone that maybe you had issues trusting in the past, or there was some trust issues there. They couldn't even trust themselves. But they've done some work, and there could have been, like, with the Five of Pentacles reversed like this, there could have been some kind of major fallout with money, finances, something happened, and it brought them back to like a grounded state. So this person that's thinking about you, I really feel that they may have come from a situation where they had a lot of money, or they had a lot of amazing things happening to them, a lot of abundance, success, and then boom, something happened. COVID could have happened, and lost their job, or lost their business. So right now they're going through a huge transformation and a lot of work, a lot of self-work. And in the past, they could have been maybe not trustworthy in the sense of maybe they didn't want commitment either, and they maybe like screwed around and weren't really feeling like they wanted to be in a committed relationship, and things are changing for them. So if this person's thinking about you, this is a really good person to think about for like having a future with, building something with, dating, like having like a light flirtation for now to see, because if they're going through something right now, you don't really want to get into a heavy relationship with them either. So I just want to pull here. I also included a card from my Oracle deck as well. So the Age of Light, you've been training for a lifetime. So I feel like for you, this is almost a message for you, that you have maybe done a lot of self-work with yourself, and now you're gonna be there for this person, not necessarily to like give them therapy or tell them what to do, but you're there in the sense of like you can give them some insight into maybe what you did for your healing purposes. And like it's like you have been training, and now they are having those training wheels taken off into like being exposed to love and dating, and maybe they were really scared. Maybe that was where the commitment phobia came from. Okay, so I want to roll the astro dice or destiny dice to see what sign this person might be. Cancer. Okay, So that makes a lot of sense. So Cancers are quite sensitive, and they go through a lot of transformations in their life. They are homebodies, but they're also very outgoing and like to have people around, but they can also be like, they can slip into like crazy social anxiety because they care a lot about what other people think about them. They're also very moody. And but not every Cancer, not every Cancer, like, but those are kind of some of the traits. So with this, it's either, it could be like a rising sign, it could be their moon sign, it could be their sun sign. Doesn't necessarily mean they are a Cancer. They could have Cancer traits. And I want to also mention that there's the work symbol here. So it could be someone that you work with, or possibly that you've worked with in the past or encountered through work, like through a friend through work. Now this person, I think I'm just getting a really interesting vibration here that they're a very important person to you. They have, what they're going through is something possibly that you've gone through in the past. And a lot of the times we mirror our partners and who we want to move forward with. And so this could be a really important person. This person really needs you right now. They really need you to be there for them. And maybe start slow as a friend because of the transformations that they're going through. So that's who's thinking about you. All right, thank you so much, pile 2, for tuning in. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. All right, hello, pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining in here. So I want to start with the first card here. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is all about nurturing, caregiver, good with finances too. Could even be in charge of the finances. So now I want to say, like, we're gender fluid here. So who I'm talking about, it's not always a male or a female. Like, it could be either or. It could be either gender. And again, with the relationships too, you could be reading this and you could like females or you could like males. It doesn't matter here. We're very gender fluid. Just because there's a female on the card does not necessarily mean it signifies with someone that's a female. But there is feminine energy here. Someone that takes care, someone that's nurturing. Now, someone that's really in touch with their emotions and good with like the day-to-day life routine situations, but they also know how to be compassionate and take care. Also, the Lovers, they are looking for love. So someone that's thinking of you, compassionate, loving, they want a relationship. They want this relationship. So if you're thinking of someone right now that's not committal, it's not that person. There's someone else that's thinking about you that could be the one. It could be someone that, like, especially if the Lovers come up like that, it's a very strong connection. It's very amazing friendship to something flourishing. So it could even represent marriage down the road. Okay, so right now we're not talking marriage because this is someone that's thinking about you. So you're trying to figure out maybe if you should pursue this relationship. But it's someone also that maybe has had like a bit of a hard past and they've moved on. So 8 of Cups reversed is moving on from something that wasn't working for them, but it was a really good thing. Like, it was something that they did for themselves that was really healthy and really nourishing for their soul. And they're just at a place right now where they feel very complete and ready for the next stage in their life, and maybe bringing you along with them. I also wanted to pull a card here from my Work Your Light Oracle. So birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So this person, they're, I think, at the strongest they've ever been. So think of somebody that's very, together in alignment with their higher power right now. Someone that really wants this relationship, wants the love, wants to grow together and evolve together in a relationship, not necessarily just date somebody. They want to be with someone to grow and evolve with. I'm just going to draw also the Destiny dice, or the Astro dice, some people like to call them, to see what star sign this person could be. All right, so we have a Libra here. So Libras are quite attractive. They can be very, very together people, especially if their scales are very balanced. And people are very drawn to them because they have this unique way of, they're very charismatic. They have this way of drawing people to them. They like balance in their life too. They love balance. They need to balance stuff for themselves as well, like the things that they want to do. They're very independent. And that's a great quality in a relationship. And also with like the nurturing, compassionate side, they have this way of being nurturing, compassionate, logical, all at the same time, as long as their scales are balanced. Now this person could be a Libra. They could have a Libra in their chart, like they could be Libra sun sign, they could be a Libra rising or their moon sign, but they could also just have Libra traits. Also, I wanted to mention, it's saying that there's a compatibility here. So someone that you feel very compatible with, maybe that you fought in the past a little bit, with the compatibility being like, wow, we're so compatible, but maybe being in the wrong place at the wrong time as well. There could have been a time where like you were just always maybe in different provinces, maybe, I'm in Canada, or different states, or different countries. So now I feel like, especially when we're at a time where we're at home a lot more and we're really figuring out what our next move is, the compatibility is there. So think of someone that you're highly compatible with that you maybe never move forward with for some reason. Something happened, and they could be a Libra. All right, thank you so much, pile 3. Thank you so much for following along. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. All right, pile number 4. Thanks for joining me here. All right, so we have, right away, I want to mention we have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords represents someone that's really, really extreme, maybe sometimes. They have this personality where they like to go and just do. They don't think too much before they do things. So they like to go and be very adventurous, and it could be really hard for them right now because of the adventuring being put on hold and having to stay home more. Now this person is kind of like, they need to have, maybe even be in extreme sports or have some kind of outlet, some kind of sport outlet, or an outlet where they work on their mind. Because they're always thinking, they're always creating. It could be very creative people as well. So their mind races a lot. They also could have a lot of anxiety because of that. So there's just this way there where they need to kind of figure out how to be grounded. But we have the Emperor here, and again, we're gender fluid. This could be about a male or a female. And the Emperor just represents like masculine energy, grounded energy. Now, most of the energy in like when we talk about the Emperor, the Empress, Queens and Kings, they're very grounded. But this is kind of conflicting because sometimes the Knight doesn't always represent grounded energies. So they could be like battling a lot with their extreme, their thoughts and their processing. But the Emperor here, like you can see how calm they are. It's almost like they have two sides to them. They have this like calm nature, but then they also have this extreme nature where they need to get out and do as much as they can. Now the Emperor also represents like a father figure, kind of someone that's a leader or someone that's like in charge. And I don't like to say father figure like that because, again, gender fluid, we should be pretty open to those kind of roles. Now, I also want to bring up the moon here. So the moon reversed, if it was upright, it would be deception, illusion. Because it's reversed, it kind of does mean the same thing when it's reversed, but it's also like a lot of instability. So again, I'm feeling this person's has a lot of instability, and what I'm getting, a message that I just got now, is that you bring them a lot of stability. You help ground them, but they need to figure that out on their own. So maybe this person that's thinking of you, it's not really the right time to date them right now. Maybe they're going through something right now, but it's okay for you to be a friend. It's okay for you to be there as a friend, and then grow and work together and understand those extreme natures. And could be very traditional. The Emperor coming up like this, very traditional, and you're not maybe as traditional, and that's something that you would have to work and grow and understand better about each other. So this person that's thinking about you, there's extreme nature, but there's also a lot of grounded. I think they're very conflicted with their personality a lot of the time. So that's what can create this like instability. Now, I just wanted to pull a card as well from the Oracle with the piles. So Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So this person has a council of light around them right now, where now I'm getting it, they're going through something that maybe could be quite heavy, and it's hard for you to know exactly how to be there for them. That's why they need a friend more than ever right now. Okay, I want to draw the Destiny dice, or the Astro dice as some people call them. I just got a message. Sorry, I sometimes get that. Business owner. This person could be a business owner. Someone very like an authoritative figure in their job. And this could be like anything, even like there was another pile was the same. Police officer, fireman, firefighter, someone like in law. There could be someone, not really law. I'm just feeling like an authoritative figure, teacher too. Okay, I'm gonna see what sign this person could be. Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpios, they have that authoritative figure. That they have that authoritative personality, and extreme personality as well. They're extremist in almost everything they do. The way they love, the way they hate. They're lovers and haters. Sorry, I shouldn't say that about Scorpios. But they really love hard, but they can also be like, if you cross them, they hold those grudges forever. And so I can totally see the Scorpion here. And even on the moon here, the Scorpion coming out of the water. So it's like they're battling that extreme nature that they have. And they could be going through maybe a bout of depression because of COVID and lockdowns and such. So I want to mention too, this could be someone, so the Scorpio, and it could be sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, and it's someone in love. So someone that you maybe once loved, or they're still in love with you. This person that's thinking about you is a very special person to you. And I feel like there's hesitation around this person, and that's okay. But they need you as a friend. But if you can't do that, that's your decision. You have to make that decision. But right now, I really feel like they're trying to work out their not issues, but maybe extreme natures, like extreme thoughts, and like try and be a little bit more grounded and in alignment with their higher power. All right, thank you so much, pile number 4. Thank you so much for following along. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Thank you.